GRT is one of the few AI coins that I believe is going to give us more than a 10x in this bull market. And on today's video, I will be focusing on my long-term and also my short-term price prediction analysis. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And starting the video by first giving you my long-term price prediction analysis, starting the video here on the daily chart, where you can see that last year we got our bear market lows, and after getting the bear market lows, we saw a very significant bounce to the upside in a move that gave us a high above the 0.4947 in a move that I have been terming as this Deriv count 1. And after we picked in that Deriv count 1, whatever we expected next was a corrective structure in the formation of these Deriv count 2, whose minimum target areas I have highlighted here on the charts using this blue target area, an area that I came up with using the Fibonacci's, connecting the fibs from the bear market lows made last year to that high above the 0.4947 in a move that gave me a minimum pullback target area for the second wave between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, and that lies between the 0.2865 and the 0.1675, which is an area that we have now fully maximized, and there are high chances that we now have a low in place for this second wave. And in the next coming weeks or maybe months, we can start a very aggressive bounce to the upside in what I will be terming as the start of an impulsive Deriv count 3. You also need to see that here on the charts, after fully maximizing the fib level, the area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, at some point we saw a break to the lower side of the fib level 0.78, and as a result of that, I have been saying to you in my previous videos that we need to continue holding above the last line of support here on the Fibonacci's, which is the fib level 0.88, and that lies above the 0.1284. As long as GRT continues to hold above that key area of support, there's a very high chance that in the next coming weeks we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upside, see a 5-wave structure to the upside over here, confirming to us that we now have a low in place for that second wave, and the start of that impulse to the upside has now started, and the start of that impulse to the upper side has now started, whose minimum target areas can be given using the trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the bear market lows to the high that we made in this Deriv count 1, then dragging the fibs to the lows that we have at the moment in that Deriv count 2, giving me a minimum target area for the third wave above the fib level 1.618, and that lies above the 0.7909. And based on the current prices that we have at the moment, in case we see a bounce to this target area, that will be a perfect 7x to the upside before we can see a bit of a short-term pullback in an Deriv count 4, then continue gearing up even higher in an Deriv count 5 that can easily get us back above the dollar mark. We also need to have in mind that in case we lose the fib level 0.88 here on the Fibonacci's, there's a very high risk that GRT is going to continue seeing further breakdown moves in a move that can easily give us a reset of the bear market lows. So the moment we lose the key area of support above the 0.1285, there's a very high chance that we are going to see a total breakdown move in the next coming days, in a move that will give us a reset of the lows that we made below the 0.0785. So that is something else that we need to have in mind. Jumping to the 1-hour chart to now give you my short-term price prediction analysis, still basing my analysis on the Deriv structures. Here on the 1-hour chart, you can see that we have been seeing a bit of a breakdown move after this aggressive bounce to the upside in a move that gave us a high above the 0.1805, and that was a corrective structure in this ABC structure, and there is a high chance and also a risk that in the next coming hours we might continue seeing further breakdown moves in a move that can easily give us a reset of the lows that we made on the 5th of August. But for that to play out, we need some few confirmations, and the first confirmation is a break to the lower side of this key area of support over here that lies between the 0.1276 and the 0.1241. In case we see a break to the lower side of this key area of support, then watch out for a total breakdown move, giving us a reset of the lows that we made on the 5th of August. But as long as we continue holding above this key area of support, there's a chance that we can easily see a bounce from this significant area, break above resistance on the 0.1506, flipping it back into support in a move that can easily give us a bit of a bounce back above the 0.17 in the next coming hours. And from that point, we can now try to have an Elliot wave structure on the charts. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.